Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move quickly along with this brief but very solemn ceremony, I shall just read into the record the Charlestown Accord. This agreement, known as the Charlestown Accord, is made the 17th day of December 2014 by and between the parties stated below, and is executed for and on behalf of the said parties by officials authorized so to do, as a solemn and binding document setting out the mutual promises, agreements, and commitments of a team unity government to the people of Nevis. Whereas the People's Action Movement, P.A.M, a political party formed and existed in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, with its principal place of operation being on the island of St. Kitts, including any successors thereto. The People's Labour Party, P.L.P, a political party formed and existed in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, with its principal place of operation being on the island of St. Kitts, including any successors thereto. And the Concerned Citizens Movement, C.C.M, a political party formed and existed in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, with its principal place of operation being on the island of Nevis, including any successors thereto, have entered into an historic alliance referred to as Team Unity, with the intention of combining their respective seats in the federal parliament to form the next government of St. Kitts and Nevis, the parties collectively hereinafter referred to as Team Unity. And whereas the C.C.M currently controls the seat of government in the Nevis Island administration, having been elected on the 22nd day of January 2013, and whereas the P.A.M, P.L.P, and C.C.M are aware of the historic inequalities in the distribution and sharing of national resources between the peoples of St. Kitts and the peoples of Nevis. And whereas the P.A.M, P.L.P, and C.C.M are aware of the disrespect, insults, and undermining of the lawfully elected Nevis government engaged in and undertaken by the current federal government. And whereas such inequalities and disrespect have led to an atmosphere of acrimony, divisiveness, and strife between the federal government and the Nevis Island administration, and by extension between the people of St. Kitts and the people of Nevis. And whereas Team Unity is committed to healing the historic wounds and creating greater harmony between the people of St. Kitts and the people of Nevis. And whereas Team Unity believes that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, 1, deserve a federal government of national unity to end victimization against the people, 2, deserve a federal government that will fight for all Kittitians and divisions, 3, deserve a federal government that will put the people of St. Kitts and Nevis first, 4, deserve a federal government committed to the restoration of law and order and the supremacy of the rule of law, 5, deserve a federal government that will respect the Nevis Island administration and cooperate fully with the Nevis Island administration, whatever its political composition. 6, deserve a federal government that understands the history of St. Kitts and Nevis and is committed to change the situation of acrimony and strife and genuinely represent all the people regardless of the island of their birth. 7, deserve a federal government that recognizes that when Nevis succeeds and St. Kitts succeeds, the entire nation succeeds. 8, deserve a federal government which will restore adherence to the Constitution of St. Kitts and Nevis. And whereas Team Unity proposes the terms of this agreement to guide the process of healing between the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and ensure that all the people of the Federation are permitted to equitably enjoy the full fruits and benefits of their citizenship and to access any and all resources of the nation of St. Kitts and Nevis, now therefore this agreement witnesseth as follows. 1, Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, Nevis shall receive its fair and equitable share of national resources based on a pro rata population basis to ensure that Nevisians too will benefit fairly from the returns on national investments. 2, Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, revenue from passport processing fees under the Citizenship by Investment Program shall be shared equitably with the Nevis Island administration based on a pro rata population basis. 3, Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, revenue from the activities of the Sugar Investment Diversification Foundation, SIDF, or its successor agency shall be shared equitably with the Nevis Island administration on a pro rata population basis. 4, Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, the Nevis Island administration will be entitled to nominate representatives on the SIDF board or the board of any successor agency so as to ensure proper representation of all petitions and divisions. 5. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, projects approved by the Cabinet of the Nevis Island Administration for the Citizenship and Investment Program shall be sanctioned and approved by the federal government without delay. 6. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, the appointment of ambassadors and consuls and other diplomats to represent the people of St. Kitts and Nevis shall only be undertaken after consultation with the Premier of Nevis. 7. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, all grant funds, including but not limited to grants from the European Union, will be shared equitably with the Nevis Island Administration on a pro rata population basis. 8. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, to address the historical unfairness and the bias of the federal government in distributing the resources of the SIDF, Team Unity will provide a lump sum payment to the Nevis Island Administration as a goodwill measure and acknowledgement that an injustice was done to the Nevis Island Administration, which represents an injustice to all the people of Nevis. 9. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, financial support will be provided to the Nevis Island Administration for the commercialization of the geothermal project in Nevis, clearing the way for jobs for divisions and petitions, the development of a wide range of specialized skill sets, and a tradable product bringing millions of dollars in foreign exchange through the distribution of geothermal energy. 10. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, Nevisians will be assured equitable participation and representation in the Federation's overseas embassies and missions. 11. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, all boards of nationally owned institutions will include persons designated by the Nevis Island Administration so as to ensure that the boards are fully representative of all petitions and divisions. 12. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, never again will political activists on the National Bank Board or any other national board attempt to bully or embarrass the Nevis Island Administration. 13. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, never again will the checks of the Nevis Island government be dishonored, so long as there are available funds and liquidity in the national treasury. 14. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, full responsibility for the maintenance of the safety and security of the island of Nevis will once again be assumed and discharged by the federal government. 15. Team Unity agrees and declares that the members of the C.C.M, the members of the P.A.M, and the members of the P.L.P will all be engaged in the governance process at the federal level to ensure governance model based on consultation rather than confrontation, harmony rather than disharmony, love and respect for all rather than vilification and strife. 16. Team Unity agrees and declares that it shall, as the next federal government, pursue meaningful constitutional reforms, including but not limited to reforms geared at improving the relationship between St. Kitts and Nevis and ensuring greater certainty about matters such as the role of the Governor General, the tabling of motions of no confidence in the National Parliament, the role of the Speaker of the National Parliament, and the need at all times to have a Deputy Speaker in the National Parliament. 17. Team Unity agrees that under Team Unity government, fiscal policies between the federal government and the Nevis Island Administration will, wherever possible, be discussed and harmonized so as to ensure that the two islands progress jointly and in economic harmony. Signed, sealed, and delivered at Charlestown, Nevis, this 17th day of December 2014 by the parties hereto through their leaders and authorized representatives, the Honorable Sean K. Richards on behalf of P.A.M, the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris on behalf of P.L.P, and the Honorable Vance Winkworth Amory on behalf of the Concerned Citizens Movement. I now invite these gentlemen to execute this